I'm just going to go ahead and blame Andrew for why I didn't get nearly as much reading done as I needed to this week. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing my weekly update and talking about everything that I was reading to close out March. And now I did make a little bit of a miscalculation and start too many things in the last week, especially if you didn't hear, Andrew from Niko'sBookReviews was visiting, and so there'll be a video coming out later this week, something we did together too, which will be a lot of fun. And while I did get some reading done, I didn't get probably as much reading as I needed to get done, considering I have a readathon starting the day this comes out. And so I'm going to have to be finishing up some stuff first before I get started, unfortunately, but I'll try to get through quickly and not hopefully slow down my progress too much. But let's talk about what I did read. First off was Desperate Dispatches. I was just about done with this last week, and so I did largely talk about this last week when I was going, but I had a lot of fun with this. I feel like I'm a little bit biased because a very, very special couple of characters that appear in the last novella here that may bear a bit of a resemblance to someone you know. But I had fun with this. This is just very much what I've really been enjoying about Brittany so far. All kinds of just great fantasy elements. I mean, we have demons that are summoned. We have elementals. We have, as you saw, dragons. We still have more stuff going on with the druids, and getting to see this really big plot that is all coming together. And we also have kind of like elf type things, dwarves, just so much cool fantasy stuff, and it's really all building to some big events. I'm greatly looking forward to the next book where we'll be back focusing on Grommy versus this with our 4 different POVs, but I really enjoyed all of these stories, so still had a really great time. The next up, I did finish actually just earlier today, That Way Lies Camelot, which is a short story collection by Janie Wirtz, and I absolutely love this art here. And this was a really interesting experience as well. I may end up doing a video to talk a little bit more in detail, but it's really an eclectic mix of stuff here, because there's fantasy, there's sci-fi, and just kind of other things as well. And some of this was originally part of like ElfQuest collections, or another thing called The Fleet, which was a collection of sci-fi short stories by different authors as well. So there were some that kind of continued on and were telling a story over time, interspersed with just some other things. And you can really tell that Janie Wirtz was using this to kind of just experiment, try out some different things, explore some different elements and worlds. And so it's a really eclectic and diverse mix that I had a lot of fun with. And the title story here is the last one, That Way Lies Camelot, was not at all what I was expecting, but was just beautiful and tragic, and was really, really packed a punch there as well. So yeah, it was a really good time with this here as well. And then we have what I still have going on. So first we have The Burning Stone, which I've been listening to the audio of. This is the 3rd book in Crown of Stars by Kate Elliott. I've been working on the reread here, and I forgot how long this book is, because like I know the next one's rather long, but the next 2 are actually longer than I thought, and I realize that's why I still have some of this left here. So I am working on finishing that up, hopefully very quickly. I do not have a ton left of The Burning Stone, and so I'll work on getting finished up here really quick as well. But I am I commented my least favorite of the series. And I am enjoying it a lot more this time. There's so much stuff that's being set up here, and there's so much that's just I know what's coming, and so it's just seeing all these things I enjoyed even more with it. So having actually a better time than I expected here with the revisit here, and book 4 was my favorite the first time I read it, so I'm really, really excited to get to that in April as well. Oh, it's going to be another really long audio for sure. And then, of course, we have The Lions of Aon by Guy Gabriel Kay, which that's the one where you can see I have quite a bit left. I'm on chapter 5, and I'm about 100 pages into a 500-page book. And this is something that I probably should have not started some of these other things, or started this earlier. So I'm definitely going to need to get reading on this, although it has been excellent so far, and I was very much pulled in very quickly to the story. And one of our main characters that we're following here is just written in such a beautifully tragic way as well, and so I'm really excited to continue with this. I know his stuff's kind of supposed to be slower, but I guess I was pulled in right away with the way that it's the tale is being crafted. I do think it's interesting. There is a blurb from the Des Moines Sunday Register on the back here. So the area I live in paper blurbed this, which is really interesting. But I'm having a good time. This definitely does feel like a good one to have started with for Gabrielle K. And I'm really excited to continue more and going with here as well, and just continuing with this book. I just will hopefully not get myself too terribly behind for readathon starting here in April. So we will have to see. But yeah, that's where I did do. I'll link down below if you want to know things that I'm going to be reading in April. I have selected a book for all 20 prompts of the Battle of the Bands, One Hit Wonders, Decades readathon that I have going on. I am the team captain, of course, for the Team 90s, and I'm looking forward to this. I have picked a lot of things that I should be able to get through kind of quick, but considering I'm finishing up my audio and physical here, I'll work on these probably first, and then maybe I'll also try and throw in some short ones so I'm not super behind, but I don't want to like drag out this either, since this is not going to count, and so yeah, so I definitely need to get moving on it with it. Although the first 100 pages I feel like I got through very quickly. Overall, I just also was reading That Way Lies Camelot, and I had my audiobook, and so it took me a bit to get to it. I didn't have a ton of time to devote to it, and I ended up figuring, I'm like, I'll at least finish That Way Lies Camelot, so that one's done, and then I can just focus in more so on Our Son instead of having both ongoing at the same time. So that's really for what I read. Excited for readathon to come, and you'll probably have a lot more book reviews coming here soon, because whenever I'm doing that many books that quickly, that means a lot more review videos. So definitely you can have those to look forward to as well. I may or may, I don't know if I'll do a video for That Way Lies Camelot. I very well may, because I have a lot more thoughts to talk there. I'll definitely do one for Our Son once I finish that, and then there'll be a lot more reviews coming. Also, the video I was talking about that I did with Andrew will be coming out this weekend. So yeah, lots to look forward to. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on any of these books and or what you read here in the last week, closing out the month, and or what's some of your favorite things that you read this month as well. Definitely let me know. And I'm looking forward to a whole lot more reading in April, hoping to really pack a lot in. So that's for this one though. Make sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Check the link in the description as always for the Wizardly Enclave Discord if you want to chat books, whether these books, other books, for the anything at all. It's a lot of fun and we'd love to have you. And of course, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe.